sat here and I talked about this to death. So I figured, why not? I'm gonna talk to my man here, Killer Kyle, and we're gonna talk about this together because this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. And it's confirmed. Apparently, Kane, or Glenn Jacobs, the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee, has been cancelled on Twitter because he has made views about the Eastern European War, well, the Russian-Ukrainian War.
The Russian-Ukrainian are at odds with each other. Over what? Who the fuck knows? Probably Putin being an asshole.
Like, I'm Eastern European descent, so it's kind of bothering me a little bit, because, I mean, that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But I thought to myself, really? You're gonna fucking cancel somebody because they have an opinion?
Yeah. I mean, it seems this day and age, having an opinion is frowned upon. It's a big no-no. Like, what happened to freedom of speech? It's in one of the 10 Commandments, one of the amendments, whatever the fuck. Like,
yeah.
Since when did society go fucking soft? Like, anybody has an opinion that's different from the opinion of everybody else. Oh, they don't know what they're talking about. They're an idiot. They're stupid. They're, whatever the hell else. And, oh, it's a celebrity. Let's cancel them. Like, really?
And I mean, I've talked about this to death, obviously. Like, I've mentioned it in the beginning of this video, so I don't know why I fucking repeat myself. Talk about, Neil Young and Spotify and the whole Joe Rogan thing. Talk about fucking Green M&M.
Enough said.
It's just fucking stupid. Like, why? And so I'm watching a video, Finn McGinty, check him out, Punk Rock MBA. He talked about in a video, can you separate the musician from the person?
Fuck yes.
So of course you can. For example, Marilyn Manson's been in the news quite a bit because he's allegedly said he was going to kill an actress. Rachel Lee Cook, I believe. But anyways, that's beside the point. My take on it is that he's been a shock rocker for 30 years. He's been mutilating himself on stage and promoting Satanism and all that shit. So honestly, it does not surprise me. Now, you look at it this way. Prosecute the man, you don't prosecute the singer. You separate Brian Warner from Marilyn Manson. I'm not going to feel guilty for humming the beautiful people in my skull because of what happened in his life.
Yeah, I mean, just because Marilyn Manson has done all these outlandish, crazy, shocking things on stage and in his life, you're not gonna, stop listening to, Marilyn Manson. And you do have to separate Marilyn Manson from Brian Warner. It's the same as separating Alice Cooper from Vincent Furnier, or
Rob Zombie from Rob Cummings, or hell, he can have black metal bands that laugh those two out of the fucking building.
Well, yeah.
But whatever, that's beside the point.
Even separating Glenn Jacobs from Kane, Mark Calloway from The Undertaker, Paul Levesque from Triple H, Mick Foley from Mankind, Ron Simmons from Farouk, Dwayne Johnson from The Rock, and Dustin Rhodes from Goldust. Several others.
A perfect example of that would be Chris Benoit.
Well, yeah.
And I mean, what he did is unforgivable.
No, oh yeah.
It's inexcusable. But you can look at it two ways, basically. you look at it as here's a guy that has been one of the best technical wrestlers in the world, and he's had some very good matches, but that's going to be overshadowed now because of what he did.
Yeah.
Now they've slowly brought him back to the WWE network. However you feel about that, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, while we're at it, let's talk about the whole thing, because I never mentioned it, and I wanted to, but I just forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Side of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've got fucking Ric Flair. Now, I'm not a Ric Flair fan, and it's like, he does the episode with the plane ride from hell, and I think 2002, 2003, and gets cancelled
Yeah.
by the WWE.
Then, of course, you got in Tommy Dreamer getting blackballed from Impact for his comments about that particular occasion. It's like, come on, really? Yeah, Tommy Dreamer may not be the most top level guy in WWE, like, you know, other people I have named, but he's pretty influential in wrestling. It was with ECW pretty much, well, just about from start to the beginning to the end of its tenure, and, you know, did work with the WWE, did work with Impact Wrestling, has his own wrestling promotion, House of Hardcore, was doing stuff with Impact Wrestling, has some matches, and I'm sure he was doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. And then this Dark Side of the Ring comes out, and he makes his opinion known about it, and Impact Wrestling is like, well, you know, we don't really like what you had to say about Ric Flair and the incident that happened, so we're just gonna let you go. And it's like, this was 20 years ago, people. Let it go. Why is it that people just won't fucking leave shit, the past in the past? Leave shit in the past. It was 20 years ago. What happened, happened. Let it go. Whatever happened, is it excusable? No. Is it forgivable? Depending on the person. The point is, leave the past in the past. You got a lot of wrestlers that were doing a long tour overseas. They're on a plane, going home, and, you know, yeah, alcohol was consumed, and, you know, this was the day and age where, you know, drink in excess and maybe do some drugs to unwind from your match. And sometimes you take drugs to, you know, numb the pain, so to speak. And yeah, Ric Flair has been talked about for being, you know, an over-the-top person behind the scenes. Like, he was quite over the top in the ring, as, you know, the Nature Boy, but he's also like the Nature Boy in real life, and sometimes he would do these risque things, scandalous things, if you will. Look at an episode of Story Time, and he's talking about how flight attendants on this one particular flight wanted to see Rick in his robe. He's like, oh, I don't wear clothes when I put on my robe, I just wear tights and my boots. And they're like, please, sir, aren't you even stripped down, put on his robe, and he was, as the saying goes, in his birthday suit, with the robe on this plane, in front of these flight attendants. So, I mean, you know, it was what it was. So, like, you can't really fault Ric Flair for that, because,
I mean, yeah, well,
they
were there.
Like, they wanted to see him in his robe.
Yeah, they did.
Now, the incident that happened with the plane ride from hell, you know, you want to get the full story. I'm sure you can probably find it on YouTube. Look up Dark Side of the Ring, plane ride from hell, watch it. You'll know everything you need to know. The point is, like, why are we, quote unquote, canceling people for giving their opinion? Like, Just because it's not your opinion doesn't make it wrong.
Exactly. And that's the thing. It's that, and you take Ric Flair, you take his woo thing out of the intro, and you put in a video, a short snippet of the Ultimate Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to go into detail about Jim Hellwig and
Right.
his past or whatever, but really couldn't pick anyone better.
And there's like a whole laundry list of people you could have put in that spot. You could Randy Savage, Sergeant Slaughter, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, John Cena, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rock, whatever, but they put Ultimate Warrior in that spot. It is what it is.
Yeah. And there's this thing, and I think Mark Calloway has said a few things in an interview, and I know a couple of wrestlers have.
Mm-hmm.
They knock today's wrestlers for being quote-unquote vanilla midgets, or, just hanging out, playing video games, and doing whatever.
Right.
And it's like, back in my day, we were real men. Yeah, well, back in your day, guess what? You lived to be 30.
Yeah. Back in my day, we were real men, and back in your day, wrestlers didn't live that long, and they also had short careers. Back then, wrestlers were lucky to, like Matt said, to make it to 30, and they'd only wrestle maybe 15 years tops, 20 if they were lucky to make it that far. Now, wrestlers are easily making 20, 30 plus years. Hello, Undertaker, you went 30 plus years in the WWE? Duh!
Yeah. And today's wrestlers don't have the physique that, like, an Ivan Putski might have. But, maybe. I don't know. Like,
there are a lot of wrestlers that are in their 40s that are in fucking good shape.
oh, God, yeah. Oh, for sure. And, I mean, you look at NWA, which is still going after all these years. And, you got Chris Adonis. Like, the fucking man's got not the same physique as it did when he was in WWE. He's a lot trimmer.
Yeah.
My point being is that a lot of them don't seem to have the same drug or alcohol issues. Well, maybe John Moxley, but he beat that shit.
Yeah, he got himself sober and got himself right, which I commend the man for. And I think nowadays there's a lot of things that are available for wrestlers that hurt. Massage therapy and like hydrotherapy and whatever else.
And that's the thing, But it's kind of like things aren't always going to be the way they used to. And you can take that as a good thing, which I do.
Mm-hmm.
Because, there's more out there.
Oh, yeah.
But, just talking about the whole cancel culture thing, we want to cancel this person, that person. Michael Vick fucking works, I don't know.
I think he's an analyst for, like, Fox, NFL or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. This world has just gone to shit.
Mm.
And it makes me sick sometimes to know that, But, once again, you have to stop censoring somebody out because they have an opinion about something.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't necessarily agree with what Glenn said, myself, but that's his opinion.
Yeah.
He's a Republican governor.
Yeah, like, just because you may not agree with somebody's opinion doesn't mean you should, cancel them, if you will. It's their opinion, and people are entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
And the world seems to have forgotten that. It baffles me the amount of people that get their underwear in a bunch, all because of, an opinion that's maybe different from their own. And I think one of the biggest problem is so many people hold these quote-unquote celebrities, well, a lot of celebrities, to such a high standard that when they give their opinion that the majority of people probably don't like, oh, let's cancel them. It's like, they're fucking human! Yes, they're a celebrity, but they're human! Get over yourself.
Humans make fucking mistakes. And I mean, Joe Rogan got himself in hot water again. I can't remember for what, but... yeah, there it is. But anyway...
Let these celebrities live their fucking lives.
yeah.
They're normal people just like you and I. Yeah, they're famous, but they're still regular, normal fucking people.
Exactly. So anyways, there it is. If you haven't already, go watch our latest episode of Wheels of Fury. Obviously we're back together.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, go watch our best and worst of 2021. And then we will be talking about Sacrifice and Revolution, which I believe is this weekend, because the 1st of March is tomorrow.
awesome.
So stay tuned for that. We will be doing protection videos for both, as well as play-by-plays for both.
Yeah, got set up for that, so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
And more to come. Anyhow, so I mean Matt with Killer Kyle, and we'll talk to you next time.
And quit cancel culture, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, get fucking over yourself.
Exactly.
So you know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming. But I think that there's this myth out there that Jamie Keller that's why he took pleasure in cutting WCW. I don't think that's the case at all. Because if you look at some of his earlier interviews, like